Here's one of the most useful tools in the Matchmaker suite of products for coaches especially. You can actually send your lineup to other teams. So if you have a dual meet coming up some night, or you've got to send in your lineup to a tournament, something like that, you can actually use Matchmaker to manage all that roster stuff that you need to send in. So I'm here on the Matchmaker homepage. First I need to access the Matchmaker DS Web application. So click on the navigation bar here where it says Coaches and log in just like you're entering your stats. So either enter roster area or enter stats area. Both will take you to the same place. So now Matchmaker DS Web asks you to log in. So I'm going to use the sample team here just to kind of show you how things work. So choose Minnesota High School and sample here. And actually, if you want to play around with Matchmaker, you can use this sample team to play around with all the features. The password is also sample. So I log in, and I'm taken to the scorebook library. And like I've said before, this is kind of like having that storeroom in your, that shelf in your storeroom with all of your scorebooks on it. So you can see we've got 3 scorebooks here for this sample team for this coming school year, one for A squad, one for B squad, and one for C squad. But I'm going to go into the roster area here, so I just open one of the scorebooks, it doesn't matter which one, and click on roster. Now we've already shown you how to maintain your roster by adding wrestlers, editing them, etc. And I've got a few guys in here at various weight classes and also at various levels. So these 2 guys on the top here, Joe Blow and Dan Gable, are B squad. The rest of the wrestlers would be A squad. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the window here, and you'll see this gray box. And in the gray box it says if you want to send your roster or lineup to someone, fill in the email address below and just click the send button. So I'm going to fill in a fictitious email address here. I don't know, something like this, and then click send. And what Matchmaker will do is actually send an email to that person or that address with your lineup in it. And it'll be sorted according to A squad, B squad, and C squad. And I'll show you here what comes up in a second. So now you get a confirmation box that says your email or your lineup has been sent. And here's what's received on the other end. Just a pretty nice printout here that the other let's say it's a secretary for the athletic director of the other team or something like that needs to copy and paste into programs. You can see here we've got a wrestling roster or lineup for the sample team, A squad and their weight classes, names and grades, B squad, C squad, and then one other feature that is pretty nice. Let's say you've got a kid that's injured and won't be wrestling that night. You can actually go in here and change his level to inactive, and what it'll do is that'll omit him from that lineup submission, so he won't even be on the lineup. So let's say that Dan Gable is hurt. I double click on his name, change his level here to inactive, and save it. And now when I send my lineup, Dan will not be included in the lineup. So this is a really, really nice way to send different lineups to various schools. You can use it throughout the year. Let's say you're going to just a B squad tournament. Only your B squad wrestlers are competing. You could change all your A squad guys to inactive, send the lineup, and only your B squad wrestlers would be submitted then to the other school. So very handy feature in Matchmaker, and I think most coaches really enjoy that ability where they don't have to type up a new lineup every 2 days to send to another school. So if that's another feature of the Matchmaker products, please visit my channel on YouTube where you can view all my videos on how to use Matchmaker products. The channel name is Mr. P Teaches.